Hi, how's it going? This is Resident of Collinwood for YouTube, resident _of Collinwood for BitChute. And I was debating what video to do first because I got three to do here. So I'm going to do the Rawest Nerve first. My real name is Joel Saints. And the reason I'm giving you my real name for this, if you're in the sound of my voice, is I remember a time in the 90s when the Attitude Era was going. Wrestling was on everybody's tongue. It was coming out of everyone's mouth. You had people who were discussing wrestling, not just among shows like Friends or shows like Seinfeld or Home Improvement or even football. Hell, there was a point in time in the 90s during the Attitude Era where wrestling trumped all of that, where wrestling was being discussed more than those shows. I know because I was part of those discussions. Excuse me, or as we say, water cooler talk. That happened. You would be talking about what Stone Cold did, what The Rock did, what DX did, or what, when it was over, what was going to happen next week. Oh my God, what are they going to do next week? What are they going to do? It would keep you coming back. And that's the thing. Now, they don't have that shit. They don't have to where the fingers on, not just on the pulse of the fans. It's not tapping the vein. It's not tapping that raw nerve that was once there. And I'm going to tell you, Vince Russo and Ed Ferrara ought to hold their heads up high because that's what they helped do. Vince Russo and Ed Ferrara, along with Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, Triple H, The Godfather, X-Pac, Val Venus, The Undertaker, King. I could go on and on. Sable, China. These people entertained you. You can say whatever you want, but they kept you coming back week to week to week. And not only did they keep you coming back, that wrestling was a part of the regular conversation. I can't remember another time. Look, I've been here all my life. I grew up here in Fayette County, PA. I've been here my whole life. I can't remember another time where the Pittsburgh Steelers were playing second fiddle to anything other than wrestling in the 90s during the Attitude Era. People weren't. The Steelers were 11-5 in 1997. They were headed to the playoffs. Were they talking about that shit? Fuck no. They were talking about Monday Night Raw. 1998, they were talking about Monday Night Raw. 1999, they were talking about Monday Night Raw. But something happened. They lost that attitude. They lost that edge. Now, mind you, they had some good things. I don't think the Ruthless Aggression era was bad. But again, when I look at wrestling and what it used to be for years and years and years and years, and what the Attitude Era was able to do. Look, I watched wrestling in the 80s and 90s. I watched the Attitude Era, and you could tell that there was a whole new feeling about wrestling. It's funny, nowadays, WWE worries about going on ESPN. I remember when the Attitude Era was going on, it felt like Wrestling was giving ESPN the finger. It felt like they were giving everything the finger. It was like, fuck you. You may be the establishment. Well, bitch, we're the fucking anti-establishment, okay? So, to Ed Ferrara, to Vince Russo, to Steve Austin, The Rock, Undertaker, Kane, Sable, China, the late China, thank you. Thank you for making my life a little more simpler, keeping your finger on the nerve of the fans, because you guys did that. You guys did that. They don't do that shit today. And that's what bothers me. It's like, what the hell happened? Like, people say about sponsors, I can't agree with sponsors, but I miss Raw being a part of that discussion. I miss wrestling being a part of that discussion. Nowadays, you don't hear people talk wrestling the way we used to talk about it, and it has fallen by the wayside. So again, thank you to those people, because they definitely deserve an applause for what they did, because they put their fingers on the rawest nerve of the fans, and they pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed. And what did the fans do? We pushed back. We were coming back each and every fucking week. We were talking about it from Monday to fucking the next Monday. What are they going to do? What are they going to do? What are they going to do? It was amazing, and it's a time that will never ever be topped, because mainly everyone's too fucking lazy to try it. You guys have a good day. Good night. Sorry.